the Commerce Fraternity, and the one who has finished is BCom from Pragati Mahavidyalaya OU. We have CA M. Devraj Reddy sir, President ICAI New Delhi. And I remember Economic Times and others saying it's one of the first Telugus who has made it to the President of ICAI. Really happy to have you here, sir.
Chief Regulator, National Stock Exchange, who has delivered valedictory address very effectively, covering entire structure of the SEBI, how taking care of registration, Dr. V.R. Narasimhan, and university own product, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Palamur University, B. Rajaratnam, and Head of Department Finance, P. Sairani, Principal Shekhar, and Seminar Director Lakshman, Seminar Chairman V. Satyanarayana, Convener Naresh Reddy, Chairman Anand Kumar, Senior Members, Research Scholars, Professors, and my Guru, I think somewhere, Achalapati sir, young students who are future citizens of this country. Good evening to all of you. See, this is an occasion. Here I come to see the honoring of my Guru Achalapati, who is going to retire on this day. So coinciding as his taste, as Lakshman Gaddam told, that he is the professor who has conducted more seminars, and the fag end of his retirement day as a memorable, he has taken a very good concept, fraudulent financial practices in Indian capital market, where now India is depending more on these capital markets. So a very good lecture or seminar designed, and definitely it will be in the memories of the university, and the professor also will carry forever. At the same time, the topic, the research scholars, what I see in the papers is very fine. Definitely the students are going to have a lot of information. It may not be directly useful for you to write your examination. Definitely it gives an aptitude and a seeding how to evolve your future education. Definitely it will help you. Friends, now coming to the role, as rightly said, I am also a product of Osmania University from Pragati Mahavidyalaya. And to mere say, as Narasimhan is from village in some part of the Telangana, same way, near Tirupati I am also a small village, a farmer son. So putting right efforts, I reached to the level of President of ICA. So one thing I have to bring to the notice of many students, you may think that your father is not financially sound, your family background is less, you are not having proper atmosphere to study. These are all small issues. These are not at all obstacles. You should have a passion, you should have a vision, you should have a commitment. Then definitely nothing is going to stop. You can reach to any level. If you see the present at the helm of the affairs of our country, Prime Minister Modi ji, he used to supply tea in the buses. A chaiwala has become Prime Minister of the country. So I definitely, in sitting in this hall, those who are pursuing studies, you are better than Modi at his age. So if that is the case, then where is the lack? You have to start yourself pursuing the studies properly, have passion on you. Don't bother language skills. Many of the people who are coming mafsals, they feel the communication skills are poor, so we may not perform well. See, language is only a way of communication. Your thought process to communicate language is necessary, that's all. See, if you are proper, have facts and information, simple language is also enough. Even in the examination writing also, if you have a proper understanding of the subject, if you write, you can success in the examination. See, why I am debating, many of the students are here. As far as issues of capital market, everything you are having in these 2 days seminars, and particularly the speakers, the two speakers, Mr. Rajaratnam and Narasimhan has already highlighted to you. I don't want to make more on these occasions. I want to give you a more guidance idea for, at the end of this seminar, how you have to proceed for your preparations. Particularly even research scholars also. And giving to the importance I want to give as a capital market. Today, if you see any country is surviving on the business industry. The world has become a small global village. Wherever I go, I have to mention. A thought process in Japan, production is happening in India and China because of lower labor cost and production efficiency. Then marketing may be a European country, end users may be Africa, North America, South America. So the reason world has become a small global village. In that case, industry-wise, everybody wants to industrialize. All villages are extinguishing, they are disappearing. Only cities are growing. In this case, the capital structure, particularly for development of any country, markets, financial markets has become most important. That's why definitely when money, whenever issues are going, some issues definitely will grow. How to interact, how to make effectively to see and protect the gullible investors, it is the duty of the regulators. See, that's why if you take evolving stock market, SEBI as a prime authority in India, and rightly Mr. Narasimhan has highlighted all the issues how the SEBI is taking care. Coming to the area of CA, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, one of the key elements in the financial market to help, particularly all industries, listed companies, when their balance are coming, chartered accountants are doing their role. So the way the new Companies Act come, 1956 to 2013, lot of issues has come. Rotation of auditors, audit committees, and many other, even internal finance, NFR, Nation Financial Reporting Authority, where we chartered accountants are resisting not to have it. So many of the important issues are rightly has taken, and if you see, as he rightly said, in the world, India is the best destination for investment. That's why in the 21st century we are going very forward. There is no doubt the Indian capital markets are in weak state. One or two people, maybe mismanagement, he has rightly said, frauds are because of greedy of the people, or fraud thrives of greedy. So those who are greedy, who want very ready, easy income, those people are suffering. See, where is 38% when banks are giving 8 to 9% interest? How you get 48%? That means that businessman is cheating. People are going their investment, they are suffering like anything. Even markets also. There is a day trading. There are who want to invest and wait 6 months or 1 year or 2 years. That investors very comfortable. And those who want daily to make money as a gambling, those are people are suffering. So that in a capital market, in a listed companies, so many companies are in the players. One or two companies which are becoming mischievous, that SEBI and different regulators are correcting properly. But at the same time, some people in their greed, taking some transactions, you are suffering. That you leave it. If you go, definitely it will help us. And many of the students are here, you may not be exposed to much this investment process. But what is the advantage of capital market, how it helps? Because as the way the capital, the way the infrastructure, the way the big industries are coming, it is not possible individual promoters to invest. Definitely, each individual saving has to go in this. If unproductive assets, gold, if you go and invest, it is unproductive asset, it will not come. That's why government has come a gold scheme bond. If you invest, every year they are giving 2.75% interest, so that these funds will be utilized by the thing. Even government is giving a scheme. You are having a chapter 6A, investment up to 1.5 lakh in insurance policies. In insurance policy, you are getting the relief. Indirectly, these investment insurance companies are again giving the investments in the capital markets. So government is trying to make the best investments, attracting all small savings also. So it is the duty of each citizen, whatever surplus savings are there, it has to be invested in the nationalized banks in the form of fixed deposit receipts, or you have to do the capital market instead of going the private investments or going to the unproductive assets. So this is not at all advisable. The way it is going, it is awareness has to come to the public at large. This may be reached to the research scholars or some other things. Coming to the institute, the quality of our report, how to enhance the public to know what the capital markets, when their annual general meetings happens, when annual reports are come, you have to read the notes on accounts, most important. See, an auditor is not a blood hand, he is only a watchdog. He has to present. He is not an investigating authority. He is not a CBI or ACB officer. With a limited role, whatever he has given is giving the audit report. So people around the world or in any country say auditors are not doing job, auditors are hand in gloves with the managements. See, auditor role is very limited. We are giving all our limitations. See, and that notes on account, everything is coming. It is a duty of the all investor to go to see that notes on accounts properly. And as far as the auditors who are certifying, we are also human beings. There may be a certain deficiency, some greedy auditors may be there, certain problems may arise because of these auditors. That's why institute is also having a proper mechanism. See, we are having FRRB, Financial Review Report Board, where important audits, where some important companies, high volume transactions are there, institute itself is selecting that audit reports. We are verifying through some technicians of FRRB technicians, we are asking to review. We are paying them 15,000 to 25,000 fees. We are taking a report. If something is wrong, if they are not properly followed auditing standards, accounting standards, proper notes, anything, immediately we are calling that company. We are taking explanation. If something wrong, we are referring to disciplinary mechanism. Once if they come to the disciplinary mechanism, there is a cases where it goes, the membership is going to be removed 1 month to 10 years also. It is a chartered accountant removing his membership in the institute register. It is a very bad stigma. It is off debt. So as Sebi rightly said, name and shame. More than name and shame, he is going to be off, life is going to him, and he may be put to last 3 to 4 years not having a lot of income also. So that's why there is a fear and threat to the CA member to see that he has to adhere institute ethical values, code of conduct, and see what is the best practices prevailing in the world to follow and see properly the attestation function, to help the regulators, to help the citizen to have a proper information of the financial statements. Apart from FRRB, government has formed another board called Quality Review Report Board, Quality Review Board. This Quality Review Board, chairman and 6 authorities are appointed, 5 members are appointed by government, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, for technically viability and assigning how the audit comes. A right person has to be there. That's why 5 council members who are having auditing experience, we are nominating them. These 11 members are pursuing some other big transactions where audits are there. They are doing very much. Wherever a wrong is there, they are giving caution to the members, those who are done certification. Still, if the bad is there, they are referring to the council in turn to the disciplinary mechanism. Next, we are having one more system we call peer review. Each audit firm, which in a 3 years, it has to get peer review. Another equivalent auditor will go and see proper working sheets, proper audit papers, everything records are properly maintained or not. So that is quality of attestation function properly is there or not. Even SEBI now is not backing any document without an auditor who is not having peer review. So that's why the system we are developing from our part as a regulator SEBI is doing, we ourselves as a chartered accountants who are certifying the financial statement to adhere best practices. In this line, to be adhere with the government or to be with parallel to international standards, we are reviewing our institutional entire curriculum. Maybe in November, we are getting a new syllabus, which is the approval of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and we are expecting Prime Minister is going to launch the new syllabus also. So this system, whatever is there parallel to develop in the developing country of capital market, the role of chartered accountants, we are strengthening, we are seeing how best it can be done. Friends, only one issue which I want to share students, you have to adhere some ethical values. Otherwise, we cannot success in the life, either a capital market, or a chartered accountant, or a student, or a lecturer. If we set an example to the society, then only down the line people will follow. Lord Krishna in the Gita says, Yadyata charate tatta devetaro, ye satpanan mukurute lokas tadanavartate. The elders, the noble, what they follow, down the line people will follow. A teacher, professor, what he follows, the student will follow. A king, what follows, down the line people will follow. Like that, as a regulators, maybe SEBI, as an institute, chartered accountants, or any other thing, our professional members, we are having ethical standards, values which we are following. We are percolating down the line people, we are doing our best. Coming to the CE Institute, to help the capital market, we are having a separate investment protection committee and a public awareness program across the country with the Ministry of Finance. We are conducting nearly more than 200 to 300 programs, different cities, to bring the awareness of the investors, where they have to invest, where they have to take the safety. We are time to time we are explaining. Now coming to the certain issues, now the new Companies Act, like in foreign countries, class action suits also are introduced so that investors, they can get the benefit in the form of compensation, not only suffering the